Well, this video took a long fucking time to get out. Anyways, moving on. Our boy Deji beat Fusitube and everyone's fucking proud of it and everyone's just so gassed, obviously. And Deji, man, I'm happy for this man. He is literally gonna be doing great now, obviously. I just hope he doesn't get complacent now that he won against Fusitube. But in this video, I'll be talking about, first of all, Deji's performance against Fusitube, magnificent. Without a doubt, it is fight of the night, let's be honest. Obviously, KSI had his whole 2 fights in 1 night thing, and obviously KSI is managing this whole event. Slim got what's called knockout of the night, but fight of the night goes to Deji versus Fusitube, and Deji won that, so fair fucking play. I'm happy Deji proved me wrong. I'm happy that my work of obviously this video with bare editing and so many weeks working on it has gone all the way down the drain because Deji beat Fusitube easily. So yeah, that's that, and I can't fucking wait for Deji's next fight. In this video, I'll be talking about who I think Deji will be fighting next and who Deji should be fighting from here on out ever since beating Fusitube. Let's talk about the first person who I believe Deji will fight next, aka the person Deji called out in the ring when he beat Fusitube, Bryce Hall. Now obviously everyone knows Bryce Hall lost against Awesome Boom in his first boxing match last year and hasn't been active ever since. But obviously, you know what, I like to think, fuck it, I can't say I like to think because Bryce Hall's got a contract with certain man because he's doing a show obviously, so I don't think he's been training in the boxing gym. So you know what, to be honest, Deji versus against Bryce Hall, I think Bryce Hall will just be a teeny bit of an easy challenge compared to Fuzi. But I think Deji just wants to get some wins under his belt. As for who Deji fights after Bryce Hall, I'll get to it. But you know what? Talking about Deji versus Bryce Hall, if Deji versus Bryce Hall was happening last year basically, and let's just say Deji beat Vinny Hacker and let's just say Bryce Hall beat Austin McBroom, I look forward to that. You know why? Bryce Hall would be someone that everyone fucking hated because remember how annoying and punchable Bryce Hall was before he lost against Austin McBroom. Everyone hated this guy. Anyone that clowns Bryce Hall, we'd back him, and we know the whole KSI, when KSI was clowning on Bryce Hall, it was entertainment. I fucking love that moment. But you know what, right now in reality in 2022, Bryce Hall's actually being chill, like a chill person on the internet. Not only that, Bryce Hall and Deji have been cool with each other ever since the Social Gloves last year. Bryce Hall's been obviously publicly supporting Deji. They gave a hug backstage after the both of them lost in that event, and he's been tweeting nice stuff about Deji. Deji lost against Alex Wasabi. Bryce Hall was still supporting Deji. He'd said he fights Deji if Deji won a boxing match. You know what? He was supporting and bare happy for Deji when Deji beat Fusitube, but obviously Deji called him out, and Bryce Hall's reaction to that was a down-to-earth, funny, quick reaction. TikTok, what the fuck not. So yeah, fair play to that and stuff. But that just means that them two have no beef. If they ever fought with each other, when they fight with each other and whatnot, you don't expect to see any back and forth on Twitter or some swearing or some insulting. When they do press conferences, don't expect any back and forth shouting at each other, alright? Remember, last year in the YouTube versus TikTok, when them two had the back and forth, everyone found it entertaining and everyone was backing Deji, and obviously everyone hated Bryce Hall. Don't expect that when they have press conferences when they fight in a boxing match, because them two are cool with each other. They basically respect her. Remember Face Sensei versus King Kenny, basically. The way those press conferences and face to face happened, they had respect for each other. No one was talking over the other. Everyone, they respected each other's work ethic. Expect that with Deji versus Bryce Hall because they're cool with each other. They follow each other on Twitter and all that stuff. So there's that. As to who I think will win between Deji and Bryce Hall, easily Deji. Deji's been training in the gym. Even when he lost against Alex Wasabi, training in the gym, he beat Fusitube. Guess what? He's back in the gym. And then with Bryce Hall, he lost against Austin McBroom last year. I don't think he's been training in the gym. I mean, right now, obviously, you guys know that Bryce Hall was supposed to fight KSI on KSI's Misfits, the whole boxing event that happened just now, Misfits boxing event. Bryce Hall was meant to fight KSI, but apparently Bryce Hall is signed to a contract with some stupid shit where obviously he can't be in any combat and stuff like that because they can't ruin his face apparently because people think he's pretty. So with that being said, he hasn't been active in training for a gym in the gym or training for a boxing match. So with that being said, I believe Deji will literally make quick work of Bryce Hall. Deji beats Fusitube in round 3 by TKO. Obviously towel got thrown in, which by the way, how poetic. Deji's first loss in a boxing match, the towel got thrown in, and his first win, the towel got thrown in on Fusitube, his opponent. Deji's lost the way he lost in his redemption fight against Vinny Hacker. It was round 3 against Fusitube. He won in round 3, so poetic justice. Fuck me, it's excellent. But that being said, Deji versus Bryce Hall, I think Deji will knock him out, not just TKO, knock him out, not just knock him down, knock him out, and I believe that will be in round 3 as well. Yeah, so that's it really. As for who will be after Bryce Hall, guys, I'm saying it. Deji versus Joe Weller. Let's go. And you know what? Deji versus Joe Weller makes sense. Deji versus Joe Weller is a fight everyone want to see. Think of it. The younger brother of KSI now goes against Joe Weller. Joe Weller's been trying to get into KSI's head, or been, beefing with KSI. Obviously, as you already know, I mean, like, the guy's still salty about losing against KSI from 2018. Joe Weller wanted Logan Paul to beat KSI, and both times you can tell he wasn't happy with it. And you know what? Joe Weller has been beefing with Deji ever since last year, believe it or not. Like, they had a back and forth on Twitter chatting shit. Obviously, Joe Weller's been chatting shit on Deji. Even this year, Joe Weller's been chatting shit on Deji. And bruv, like, Joe Weller's, salty on KSI. We already said it. He's been doing the dumbest shit to try to get into JJ's head. He's been beefing with Mo Saeed, you dumb bastard. Don't you dare. He's been going for Mams Taylor, and obviously he's chatting shit on Deji or whatnot. So of course everyone wants to see Deji versus Joe Weller. Who do I think will win between the two of them? I can't lie, I think Deji would win by TKO, but not in the sense of knocking this man down or something like that. Deji would win against Joe Weller the same way Joe Weller lost against KSI, and the same way Vinny Hacker beat Deji. He's just like, Deji's beating the living shit out of Joe Weller in the corner, and then the referee comes and stops the match, and then obviously Deji wins by TKO. I think, what, I'd like to think that Joe Weller has been training, behind the scenes for a boxing match and all that stuff, behind the scenes for the last 4 years. So I'm pretty sure Joe Weller will be a hard as fuck fight for Deji compared to Bryce Hall and FuziTube, alright? Yeah, that's all really, because obviously Joe Weller has been training for boxing, whereas FuziTube was all about the body. Bryce Hall, I don't think, has been training for boxing at all for the last year. So yeah, Joe Weller's a harder fight, but I think Deji will still win. Not obviously by KO or like, what's it called, dropping the guy on the floor and the referee calls it off. I think obviously the referee will just stop the match, because Joe Weller wouldn't be able to complete the match, or the fuck not. So yeah, there's that. And then obviously after Joe Weller, like, if Deji beats Joe Weller and then Bryce Hall and then Joe Weller, that's 3-0 in what's it called, professional boxing. He'd be undefeated, so fair fucking play. But obviously after Joe Weller, who'd be next? You know what, I'm gonna be honest, Taylor Holder ain't that bad of a choice. Taylor Holder, yes, obviously he hasn't been active in training and boxing and whatnot, but let's make no mistake about it, Taylor Holder is a better fighter and boxer than what's it called, Bryce Hall, because Bryce Hall got dropped, well, not dropped, but like beat the living shit out by Austin McBroom and lost in round 3 when they fought last year. And Taylor Holder, he went through all 5 rounds of Gib. Yes, in all 5 rounds he got his ass fucking whooped, but he still went through all rounds. He didn't get knocked down or anything like that. So there's that. It'd be nice to see Deji kill him or whatnot. And yes, of course, I believe Deji would destroy him. So there's that. But after Taylor Holder, if it ever happened, guess who I think Deji should fight? I think Deji should fight Austin McBroom. Obviously, I made a video of Deji, Austin McBroom versus Anison Gibb and stuff like that. And let's just say this: if Austin McBroom was to beat Gibb, then Austin McBroom fights KSI. If Gibb beats Austin McBroom, Gibb will fight against Slim, and then Austin McBroom, obviously, there's that. So Deji can fight him from then on. And since I believe Gibb will defeat Austin McBroom, then what's it called, Deji should at some point fight Austin McBroom. I think that'd be an excellent fight. Like, listen, Austin, I said it before, Austin McBroom has obviously got footwork and power and whatnot, and he's not slow compared to FuziTube. Austin McBroom ain't slow, so you know what? I think that'd be a great fight for Deji to go against. And if Deji destroyed Austin McBroom, like beaten by TKO or the target's thrown in or like a knockout, then fair fucking play times 10 to Deji. I just hope Deji doesn't get complacent with obviously winning against FuziTube. I hope Deji continues to train his ass off as if he's been underestimated. I hope Deji keeps focused. But you know what? I have faith this time, because not only did he win his boxing match, but because Leon Wills is by his side, and Leon Wills, he don't fuck about with anyone. So yeah, there's that. Obviously, who I think Deji should go for next. So yeah, Deji versus Bryce will happen. Let's be honest, probably happens next year in the January card that KSI is holding. There's that, obviously. After Bryce Hall, Joe Weller, go for it. Get revenge on the Olatunjis, because this guy's been a fucking annoying person. After beating him, go for Taylor Holder or some shit, I don't know. After that, go for Austin McBroom and beat him. And then after Austin McBroom, fuck it, fight like Soft Happy or some shit. Or fight Slim. Fight Slim, alright? Deji should fight Slim, because, Slim has made a name for himself in boxing right now. Fight Slim. I don't know, go after Adil Salih if you fucking want to. I don't know, he acts like he's the big shit. But fight Slim, because Slim, everyone knows, is good at boxing. And everyone knows he's a good boxer, right? Yeah, his fighting is awkward in his form and whatnot, but that helps. So that being said, Deji versus Slim should happen, but obviously Deji should beat the likes of Joe Weller and obviously Bryce Hall and Austin McBroom and maybe Taylor Holder. And then yeah, let's see that happen. And then obviously Deji's built a record in YouTube boxing. And if YouTube boxing's still relevant back then, who knows? By then, who knows, maybe Deji can fight against Jake Paul at some point. Who am I fucking kidding? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's it really. That's just my thoughts on Deji in boxing. Proud of this man for winning finally. I hope to see the best for this man as time goes on. Like, subscribe, and peace.